Welcome to TechMark Pod, where we innovate, discuss, and discover the dynamic intersection of technology and marketing. In each episode, we explore how businesses can leverage both to drive growth and innovation. Meet Alvin, our esteemed host for TechMark Pod. With over 15 years of experience as a renowned marketer, project manager, and software as a service architect, join us as we uncover the unique value proposition of integrating technology and marketing strategies, helping you stay ahead in this fast-paced digital world.
Hi, Neil. Welcome to our On The Go podcast.
Thank you.
For the event. Yeah, so I don't want to make this long. I want to make it very short for you, right? So my name is Alvin. I'm the host for TechMark Pod, which is a tech and marketing podcast, right? You can introduce yourself.
I'm Neil Makele. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer for Ogilvy South Africa.
Nice meeting you now. So I've got a quick questions, right? Are we still stuck there as a conversation or we are implementing AI?
Oh, we're definitely implementing AI.
Yeah.
So as I mentioned earlier, I consider AI an opportunity for a strategist to really truly be a cyborg, which is an Imagineer. So I imagine a territory that will give my client competitive advantage, but I don't have access. I can't actually do all the distilling of data. I cannot mine the data, crunch the data as fast as possible. And that machine part, that machine learning actually takes that and distills it for me. Instead of me spending 2 weeks doing that, I can spend several hours or even 2 days. But what it allows me to do is that it gives me the freedom to go there and really be the strategist I want to be. So as an Imagineer, you want to find a territory, you want to nuance the territory, you want to check if the territory works with the consumer, if the territory gives you competitive advantage in the market, and then you want AI to be your critic. You don't want AI to be agreeable. You actually prompt it, do not be agreeable. Please consider the differences in nuances by region. If you're doing in multiple markets, by market, you say to the AI, you say, be a critical CEO or CMO. You say, be a specialist behavioral scientist. You know, you prompt it with words so that with keywords that actually enable you to sharpen your thinking. Because ultimately what you want to do is to want to get competitive advantage, because that's what's going to drive your client's brand's growth opportunity.
You gave an example for a European case study on how you used AI.
A European? No, not a European, and Pan-African.
Pan-African. I think there was a case study that you talk about. Can you share it again?
I gave 2 case studies.
There was one that you said Francophone one. It took you few weeks. For work that used to take maybe 6 months.
One of the key strategists in our brand design business, Design Bridge and Partners, they had to actually create a brand and a value proposition for a telco, an African telco. I can't give you the name. So they had to operate and get this proposition and then campaign and pay off line territories in multiple markets. And some of them were Francophone. Now, usually when you do positioning and you do campaign lines, you can't do a direct translation. You have to do a meaningful translation, as in have the right nuance, have the right competitive edge, and then you present it to marketing. So that process of getting the right translation with depth could take a bit of time.
Definitely.
And especially, even if people are speaking the same language, but in different regions, the nuance has to be precise. So they built an agent that actually brought that nuance in, that learned the language, that had the sharpness and the nuance. And then they shared that with the key leading marketing clients in those key territories. 5 markets in Francophone. And so it didn't feel to these 5 marketers that it was a translation. It felt like, oh my God, you created something that is meaningful for my market. So they embraced it quite quickly. Because if you work on big brands, and it feels like you're undermining your markets and an audience, and therefore undermining their opportunity to grow.
Definitely.
So that's why we did that.
No, that's amazing.
Yes.
And I'm sure you have a testimony of how AI has changed your work in the past years.
Yes.
So no, thank you very much. I don't want to keep this conversation long with whole day, but do you have any last words that you want to
I do think AI has a way to go,
Yeah.
and we are the partners that takes it where it needs to go. I do think it creates a lot more stronger opportunities, and it enables the strategists to be exactly what they needed to be. Bothism. It's a bothism that Mark Ritson talked about. Can be an Imagineer and a machine, because you have a machine that is working as your partner, as your debating agent, so to speak, so you can get the sharpness and depth that you need.